Hey YouTube, coming at you with an Ultra League team. So you might be thinking this team looks somewhat familiar. It's very close modified of my Legend team from, oh boy, 3 seasons ago now. The team 3 seasons ago was Pidgeot, Jellicent, Swampert. You safe swap Jellicent to draw out at the time it was either Trevenant or a Virizion with Leaf Blade, and then you punish it with Pidgeot, and then Swampert roams free. So same concept behind it. I just found that like with Steelix now, with a Sandslash now, it just doesn't make sense to go Pidgeot. It makes sense to go Dragonite, which kind of plays a similar role, right? Resist Grass, the Shadow Dragon Breath damage, and Dragon Claw is amazing. Superpower, good coverage move. So same sort of idea. It works very, very well. You're going to see 2 battles right at the bat against 2 very elite battlers. So Dragonite into a Sandslash, right? So this is sort of what I was talking about. I can threaten the superpower, which is good. Even these resisted Dragon Breaths are adding up. So that was already a nice punch. I'm like, okay, definitely have to shield this. This is double super effective. At this point, I play the bait game because I'm like, they've already got 1 shield for me. They're probably just going to match shields. And they do. And then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to outpace here. So I need to catch and slash draw out anyways. So catch the move, Ice Punch on the Jellicent. Take that resistant move. Again, claws will add up here. I expect them to catch on their own here, right? So there's no point in me throwing because like they're going to get outpaced to the Shadow Ball to take them out. So I know that they were going to go like try and catch there, but Shadow Ball would have been the right move anyways. Unless I baited a Surf, right? They hit me with a Liquidation. No lowering of the defense, so I am able to get off the second Shadow Ball to probably not grab the last shield. They go down. Now they can come in and a Sandslash if they wanted to. Yeah, but so that this is just 2 battlers at work here. So this is why we're both good battlers. Right here, they have 2 options. They shield. If they shield, they can probably just claw down and take switch advantage and come out with energy. Or just option number 2 is let this go, come in a Sandslash and get ahead on energy there. And so you have a move for the Dragonite plus whatever's in the back. So I recognize that they're just going to let this go, claw down, and I don't want to get clawed down 3 moves. So I'm like, nope, instant swap here. They still have a bunch of energy from before. So they do hit me with the drill run, which is not great because now I'm just in Ice Punch range. Probably Shadow on Shadow, probably double Ice Punch range anyways, quite honestly. So they're gonna have to throw. At this point, I'm like, you know what? I think I could probably just Dragonite this down, right? Dragon Breath it down. So come in here, need to shield up an Ice Punch, that's fine. Just going for the full farm down, and out comes Skeledirge. So kind of got hit with a rough back Pokemon for them. And now just because I'm so far energy advantage and because Incinerate is such a long-term move, just able to get that double off here. I think I can go all the way down here before they get to another move for the win. And then Bosox, another elite battler. So this is, I think, a good matchup for me. One that I will eventually get out of, but one that I don't need to get out of right away. Just because they can only throw, I almost want them to throw the Air Lace or Night Slash first, because that does way more than I expected it to. And now I'm like, okay, so 2 things happen there. The first was like, my thought process is, I don't want to come in and take an Earthquake from Jellicent or Swampert. I could have, from like, I really don't want to eat that. Air Lace is not a hard-hitting move. It is against a Dragonite, so I'm like, oh, crap. And now they're already at a second move, so I'm like, okay, at this point, rethink my game plan. I need to save this, just farm down, come out with energy, keep switch. Out comes a Tapu, right? So immediately swap, knowing that Dragonite's going to be useless for it, and I don't want to dump energy unnecessarily. Now we get the Jellicent on this Registeel, which I'm just going to get outpaced anyways. So Zap Cannon also lowers my attack because of course that happens to me. I'm just throwing these as fast as I can, just do any chip damage. And then at this point I'm thinking, okay, Dragonite getting the superpower off on Taboo is not the worst scenario. They undercharge there, I think, hoping for additional farm or just to burn the switch clock and let this Pokemon stay alive, and they do. At this point, I've been in this Taboo matchup enough to know that you get to the Earthquake so fast compared to the Surfs that I think it's almost always better just to go straight Earthquake. They will get to back-to-back Surfs here, but because I nuke them, I can just go straight Hydro here now. So we'll grab one shield right back here. They get the Surf off. I'm assuming it takes out, or it's going to be very close. They might undercharge it to get a bit of farm here. They do undercharge it to get a bit of farm here, knowing that they probably need to get to a move. I come in here just to get one Hex through, just because I don't think that the Dragon Breath would have taken down before it takes me down, and now that Hex going through, the Dragon Breath take it out. Superpower on a Registeel. Good. This is when one of my sort of cracked streaks here, just playing very, very well. Swampert on the lead. They are not leaving, which is interesting. They eventually get out and try and hit me with a Registeel. So I'm going to superpower this because either grab a shield or do a ton of damage, put it in Hydro Cannon range. They shield, so now it's just Earthquake range. I'll live one Focus Blast, so I'll let this go. So hit the Earthquake here. It's not enough because of that nerf. It actually leaves this in Mud Shot range, which is not bad. It does mean I have to burn a shield here. So I'll have to burn the shield, but I now have like a ton of energy coming out of this. So Swampert comes back in. I'm out of move. It would have been close to taking out, but I grabbed the shield. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, I have basically two answers for Swampert. So I'm not in a real rush here, or real pickle here. And I'm just like, okay, let's just farm a bunch here. I can take a Hydro, but then I'll just like throw up before the next one. And then my game lags. Like, yeah, you see that frame drop there? That cost me the shield. So I'm like, stupid game. So I'm just like, okay, I got a double shield now and just come out with a bunch of energy. Luckily, it's a Charizard, and I'm at 2 Dragon Claws. I mean, I would have killed Charizard anyways, but 2 Dragon Claws, more than enough to take out a Shadow Charizard when I'm a Shadow Dragonite with ease. Farm down here. They make it to another move. No, not even. Does not matter. Another Dragonite for Swampert. So this one, they stay in because they are a Shadow, and I'm a Shadow. And a Shadow Hydro Cannon on a Shadow Dragonite does like 50%. So they only need 2 to take me out here. So this is not a bad stay-in. They eventually get out into Skeledirge, which is unfortunate for them because I do have a couple answers for this. Just come immediately Swampert just to grab the first shield here. The problem is, not a problem, but I know they have a Shadow Ball, and I really don't want to take a Shadow Ball from this. So I shield. I have no idea what the counts are. I'm like, I figured this was just a disarming voice, but I'm like, you know what, let's just double shield because I know I'm going to take switch and come out with like a little bit of energy here. Enough to hit the Swampert because the Swampert should be somewhat dry here. And they come in Giratina, and this is where it's sort of okay. Get the Earthquake off. This will do it again, insane amount of chip damage, or allow my sort of Hex Shadow Ball Jellicent to do well, but they do that, which is fine. I do make a mistake here. I was trying to get to an Earthquake, and they take me out here. Oh, actually, I was trying to get out. I should have just thrown the Hydro, because especially that it would have been in Dragon Breath / Hex range, right? Now it's not, but I'm at 2 moves anyways, so it's not going to matter too much, but get that chip damage, because then it's Dragon Breath Hex range as opposed to having to throw multiple moves here. But we'll take them out back to back here. Still have a full health Jellicent, so they do get a Hydro off here, but at this point, it will not matter. One Earthquake won't even take me out, so they need to go Earthquake plus, and you're not going to outpace to a Surf on Jellicent. Steelix, so tough lead. Going in Jellicent right away and get hit with the Glycopod, which again is not great for me because of the Shadow Claws, but it's not bad. It depends if they're running Aerial Ace or not. A lot of people in my comments have said you need to run air lace for coverage, and I did run it. Have I found a team that works successfully with it yet? I forget if I found a team that works successfully with it yet, but I've tried it. It does definitely give you more coverage on like the Pokemon, like Jellicent. I mean, coverage in the sense that it still sucks, but air lace is such a bad move, but it at least hits for neutral on Jellicent. But where it really shines is if you get locked into a like a matchup against Virizion or something that does take super effective from the air lace. In comes a Steelix. I've already grabbed one shield from them, so here comes the second shield, or I'm going to chip substantially here. And here comes the Virizion. Unfortunately, damage is done on my end. It needs 3 Hydros to take this out. And they are just going to super outpace me to these Leaf Blades here. And then the Steelix is going to farm me down. So there's not too much I could have done here. I'm just pretty hard countered, actually. Like, Glycopod will take the Jellicent in all, I think, even scenarios. Dragonite hard countered against the Steelix, and then a Virizion on my Swampert. So yeah, there's really nothing I can do here. But I think it was like one of my only... No, I think I lost a couple times, but one of the few-ish losses on this team. It looks like they bugged out a little bit at the beginning there, so I think I'm actually going to outpace just based on that like half a turn lag at the beginning, which is great. And then I'm like, you know what, farm all the way, because they'll get one extra move through, which is fine. Of course, a Hex does not go through, and I'm so unclear. So let me just quickly show that again here, because this has happened multiple times, and it's unclear when a move goes through or doesn't go through. So they have like 1 HP and a charge move. Sometimes on the come-in, you will get your fast move through. So I should get a Hex through here. Other times like this, you do not get a fast move through. So come in, Jellicent, I'm just pressing the button. I should have got a fast move there through to take this out. But now they're going to get the Dragon Claw off, plus they're going to get 2 more Dragon Breaths before the third 3-turn move registers. Right? So they essentially just got 2 extra Dragon Breaths through because the game either screwed up or it's unclear what the actual rule is on that now. I figured that their only win condition was a bait, and I was wrong, so they Shadow Ball me here, so I'm like, ah, crap. Luckily, it is probably Earthquake and Mud Shot range at this point. I'm like, okay, I'll just double shield this. Worry about a catch, though. That's why I didn't throw right on there, because I was worried about a catch. I will commit the double shield. Out comes a Tentacruel, which, again, the nuke, this is where the Earthquake nerf hurts and helps. Does not one-shot it, but just basically allows me to get to another one. However, that also allows them to be within now just Surf range. Luckily, because I have so much energy, 1 Earthquake, 1 Mud Shot, 1 Hydro, we'll take this out here. So I did these battles on Monday, and I'm at like I was at 2390. I'm filming this Tuesday. I dropped a bid on Tuesday. I'm at like 2330ish. So it was definitely a grind today. But we'll have one more video, because I forgot. I already have 2 videos coming up on I have 2 videos coming up on Wednesday already, and this will go Thursday morning, and then I have one more Ultra League team. I haven't figured it out what it is yet. I was using, like I said, I was using Glycopod with Air Lace a few times, but I haven't got a team to work amazing yet with that. So I'll get one more for Thursday, and then I will get the league turnover on Friday. And I believe the league turnover is hot garbage this week. If I remember, it's like I'll look it up to confirm right now, but I'm pretty sure it is Master League Open and like a Psychic Cup, which is like 6 viable Pokemon. And that's exactly what it is. Master League Open and Psychic Cup Great League Edition. Is that a 4 times Stardust for win rewards? It's not even 3, it's 4 now? We take that. Is 4 normal? No, it's normally 3 times, is it not? Yeah, it's 4. It's throughout the whole season, it's 4 times win dust. Interesting. Okay. There's actually quite a lot, 4 times win dust. So make sure you're trying to get some wins here. But yeah, we'll do top Psychic Cup teams, but again, I know I've played this before. There's only like 8 sort of viable ones. Victini, because it has the V-Create. Bruxish, because it's a Psychic that knows Bite. Fairy Wind Rapidash, yeah, because it just spams Fairy Wind's Body Slams. And it has Mega Horn, super effective. Malamar, because it's half dark. Galarian Slowking, because it has Hex and Surf and Shadow Ball. Gardevoir, if you just want to go pure Shadow. A Raichu with Volt Switch and sort of Thunder Punch Discharge. Medicham, last time I remember doing this, Medicham was overrated because again, there's no, the counter's resisted by pretty much everything in here. There's really no reason to run Medicham. Bronzong, yeah, it has Feint Attack and Payback and Heavy Slam, so that was one. Yeah, now you're going down to the other Slowbro. You can run like a Slowbro, Slowking combo, yep. And that's it. Some people may use like Latios with Dragon Breath just to get that. And I'm sure there'll be some Luna Stones with Rock Throw just to, and Giraffe with Tackle and Thunderbolt and stuff like that. But for the most part, there's your 10. There's your 10 that's going to dominate. It's a really, really crappy cup. It's a really crappy cup. It's a single typing cup, which I said don't ever do single typings again because it limits the meta to like 8 Pokemon and it sucks. But you know, they're not listening to me. I ain't a big boy in this arena. And then it's on 2 weeks. Yeah, but at least the following week is a Great League Open. So that is not bad. Everyone will just go back to Great League Open. No one's going to run the Psychic Cup for the second week. So it's going to be a rough one next week. But we'll do top teams and then Master League. I'll put up maybe a Master League top teams, but also look at how like the Skytack nerf affects Lugia and whether that changes anything. That is it. Thanks for watching. And stay tuned for the last Ultra League team this afternoon. And oh, one more thing, if you've made it this long and you've listened through my rambling rants. Other ideas, because again, I always do these teams, but someone in the comments today I was reading, they're like, why don't you do like an XL Pokemon analysis, like whether Shadow or non-Shadow is better, or whether there's like in Great League, if you don't have an XL Lickitung or you don't have an XL Sableye, what are like the non-XL equivalents? So that is probably something I'll do. I'll probably save it for, like, I'll do something like this next week when Master League and Psychic Cup is on and everyone's going to be sick of Psychic Cup in like 4 days. Like maybe on like the Wednesday, Thursday before League Turnover, I'll do that. I'll look at like, hey, instead of here's another crappy Psychic Cup team, here is an analysis on XL Pokemon and variations, if subs and stuff like that. So that is what I will be doing. So if you have any other ideas like that, let me know in the comments below because that would be helpful for content idea. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.